Let me ask you something important. If you walk through your home right now, how many items would you admit you haven't touched in years? 10, 100, maybe even 1,000. Here's the truth. Seniors often believe decluttering requires tackling the whole house at once. That belief is what keeps so many stuck and overwhelmed. But what if I told you there's one rule, just one, that can completely change the way you live in 2025? It's called the 10-item declutter rule. And it's so simple, yet so powerful, that older women and men who try it say it transformed their daily lives. Stay with me until the very end, because you'll not only understand why this method works, you'll also see how it protects your health, your peace of mind, and your independence. I want you to meet Marjorie, a 72-year-old retired nurse. She lives in the same cozy home she's had for 40 years. And like many of us, she told herself for decades, "I'll declutter one day." But little by little, the things piled up: stacks of old magazines, clothes that didn't fit anymore, birthday cards from decades past. Marjorie admitted to me that by late 2024, she often avoided inviting friends over because she was embarrassed. She said her home didn't feel peaceful anymore. Then, she discovered the 10-item rule. 10 things a day. That's all. And it changed everything for her. Here's why this rule is so effective. Psychologists call it decision fatigue. The more choices your brain has to make, the more exhausted you become. That's why staring at a messy closet feels overwhelming. You're really facing hundreds of tiny decisions all at once. The 10-item rule cuts through that exhaustion. Instead of thinking about the whole house, you focus on just 10 things each day. It's doable, it's measurable, and it creates momentum. Marjorie started with 10 magazines stacked on her coffee table. She said the next morning, when she walked into her living room and saw that surface finally clear, she felt a sense of relief she hadn't felt in years. That one victory gave her energy to keep going. Did you know clutter doesn't just take up space, it raises stress hormones? A UCLA study showed that women living in cluttered homes had consistently higher cortisol levels, the hormone linked to stress, anxiety, and even weight gain. For seniors, that stress translates into fatigue and forgetfulness. Marjorie told me, "Once I started removing 10 items a day, my nights changed. I slept better, because I wasn't lying awake thinking about all the stuff I still hadn't dealt with." This isn't just about tidying, it's about protecting your mental health. To make this rule even simpler, experts suggest rotating through 10 main categories. Let me walk you through them, and I'll share Marjorie's story in each. 1. Papers. Marjorie started with junk mail. 10 envelopes gone. Suddenly her table looked like a table again. 2. Clothes. She let go of blouses that no longer fit. She admitted, "Every time I saw them, I felt guilty." 3. Kitchenware. She donated extra mugs and duplicate utensils. Her cabinets finally closed without a struggle. 4. Medications. Expired pills filled a showbox in her drawer. Clearing them out reduced her stress instantly. 5. Bathroom clutter. Half-used lotions and expired products went straight in the bin. She felt lighter just opening the cabinet. 6. Linens. Torn towels and sheets she never used were gone. Her linen closet suddenly looked organized. 7. Sentimental extras. Instead of keeping boxes of blurry photos, she chose 10 of her favorites to frame. 8. Decor. Dusty knickknacks that no longer brought joy were removed. She said her living room finally breathed. 9. Garage clutter. She let go of broken tools and just-in-case boxes she hadn't touched in years. 10. Digital clutter. Emails and phone photos counted too. 10 deletes a day kept her inbox from overwhelming her. Each step was small, but together, they transformed her entire home. Now let's talk about something serious. Clutter doesn't just look messy, it can be dangerous. The CDC warns that falls are the leading cause of injury among seniors. Tripping hazards like shoes, boxes, and piles of papers in walkways put independence at risk. Marjorie confessed she nearly tripped over a stack of shoes in her hallway one night. That was the wake-up call she needed. By removing just 10 items a day, she cleared her pathways and reduced her risk. She told me, "I didn't just feel safer, I felt stronger." The hardest part of decluttering is almost never the objects, it's the emotions. Marjorie struggled with her late husband's old ties. She kept telling herself, if I let these go, I'm letting go of him. But then she realized she didn't need to keep all of them. She chose one tie, the one he wore at their daughter's wedding, and donated the rest. She said, now when I see that tie, I smile. It's special. The others were just sitting in a box making me feel guilty. That's the power of the 10-item rule. It teaches you to choose wisely, not to drown in memories. Here's how you can make this rule part of your life. Use a small basket labeled Declutter today. Each day, add 10 things. Choose the same time daily, whether morning or evening. Celebrate progress. Even 10 items is a win. Marjorie set aside 15 minutes after breakfast, calling it her coffee and clutter time. She said it gave her mornings a rhythm, and her home a new peace. So here's the heart of it. The 10-item rule isn't about perfection. It's about progress. It's about protecting your health, your safety, and your peace of mind. One day, one step, and 10 items at a time. Marjorie's home is no longer a source of stress, it's her sanctuary again. And she told me, I wish I had started this 10 years ago. So here's my challenge to you. Tonight, pick 10 things. Just 10. Place them in a bag, a box, or the trash. And tomorrow, do it again. By the end of the month, that's 300 items. By the end of the year, over 3,000. Imagine the weight lifted. Don't let clutter control your senior years. Take control with one small, powerful rule. And if this message resonates with you, share it with a friend who needs it. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories and strategies that help make this season of life lighter, freer, and more joyful.